Alexander, come back to sleep.
I have an early meeting out of town.
Welcome back to part 2 of the Hamilton video, guys. It's been a while since I've done part 1, but part 2 has now arrived. So I thought what would be really cool in this video as well, if I play underneath certain parts of the video, I play some of the songs, so you get a bit of a feel for Hamilton. Just thought that would be more interesting than just listening to me talk for a bit. But we're going to start Take a Break. It's in Act 2. It's a great song. It's got a great bit between Eliza and Angelica where they have this really cool bit of melody, and I love it. Great song overall. Next, we're going to go to number 22. Sorry, that was 23. I forgot to say that. We're on 22 now. The World Was Wide Enough. So this is the second to last song in the show, the bit where Hamilton gets shot by Aaron Burr. Very good song. Very emotional, because Hamilton sort of has this monologue near the end of the song before he gets shot, and oh, great song. We're going to move on to It's Quiet Uptown. Spoiler alert, so I'll throw that out there. Philip dies. This is that song where he's just died, and Hamilton and Eliza are really sad, so they move to Uptown. And it's a very sad song. I cried when I watched it. We go to number 20. Is Your Obedient Servant, which is basically a letter conversation between Aaron Burr and Hamilton, because Aaron Burr is very like, oh, I don't like you, you're always out for me, blah blah blah, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna duel you, which they do eventually, but this is just setting up the duel really. Number 19, Washington on Your Side. So this song is basically the founding fathers saying that Hamilton has always had George Washington on his side, and that Washington will always support Hamilton no matter what, because they've got this history together, and it's just unfair that they haven't got anything there with Washington really. Go to number 18, Say No to This. This is such a good song. It's the song where Hamilton cheats on Eliza with Maria Reynolds, and he basically said, I couldn't say no, she just kept telling me to do it, blah blah blah, and it's such a good song, great song. It's in Act 2 as well. Act 2 is so much more serious than Act 1 really. Moving on to 17, Helpless. This is the song where Eliza and Hamilton first meet at the ball in winter. They go to a winter's ball and they meet, and it's just basically Eliza saying that she's fallen in love with Hamilton, and it's really cute. Next, number 16 is You'll Be Back. George III's first song, the best song from George III. Basically just saying, oh, you'll come running back to England when you're in trouble. And it's such a funny song. He's so funny. He's such a funny character in the show. Let's move on to number 15 is The Stylish Sisters. This is where we first meet Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy. Basically just introducing them as these bold women in the future. Not in the future. Bold women looking forward to the future, being like, oh, we're going to make a difference because womanhood. Next, number 14 is Guns and Ships. This is probably the most fast rap in the show, and I feel sorry for the person who plays Lafayette, who has to sing it, because it's so fast, it's insane. But it's such a good song, basically just saying, oh, I'm going to help you guys, I'm going to bring some guns and ships back from France, and such a great song. Number 13 is What Did I Miss? The opening song to Act 2, basically introducing Thomas Jefferson, because he's been in France, but the actor who plays Lafayette also plays Thomas Jefferson, so it's basically establishing the difference between the two as well. Basically saying he's been away in France, blah blah blah, he's come back now. Great song, very jazzy, love it. Number 12 is NonStop, the end of Act 1. This song is 6 minutes long, and it's such a good song. It's just a build-up of events, basically showing that Hamilton is growing and growing and growing in the American world, and that he's really making a name for himself, and he's just not stopping. He's just... and it's so good. This melodies in it, love it. Next for number 11 is One Last Time, which is not to be confused with the Ariana Grande song. This song is basically George Washington saying he's stepping down from being president, and Hamilton's like, no, you have to keep going, the people love you. But in the end, he does go, and he retires from being president, and the ending of the song is probably my favourite ending of any song in the show. It's such a good song. Number 10 is Hurricane. Hurricane is the bit where Hamilton's world is just collapsed in Act 2. Everything's all gone wrong, he's really messing up, he's cheated on Eliza, and it's just such a chaotic song, and I love it. And you have a bit of a reprise of Yorktown as well, and it's so cool. Next is number 9, Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story. That's the last song in the show. This song for me is really high up, it's in the top 10, because it's such a good way to end the show. Instead of being like, oh, Hamilton's dead, the end, they kind of go off into Eliza telling his story and trying to make Hamilton known for being a founding father, for getting America its independence. And it's the ending goes into this really a cappella bit, and it's just beautiful. And the way that it ended in the show was just phenomenal. And I was like, oh, wow, goosebumps. I think for me it's one of the most emotional songs in the show, purely because of the vocals in the soundtrack. It's there. Okay, let's go on to number 8, the Reynolds pamphlet. So this is the bit where Hamilton's like, oh, I'm going to tell the whole world that I cheated on Eliza, hoping that they will forgive me for doing that. And it's such a chaotic song. It's so crazy. And what actually happens on stage is that they actually have paper falling from the top of the stage, and people throwing paper all around the stage. George Washington makes an appearance. George III also makes an appearance, basically being like, oh, he's never going to be president. Such a great song. Next, probably one of my, up there songs. We're on number 7, and it's like, this is where all my opinions are like, they're all up there. They all could be number 1 for me. But number 7 is Yorktown, brackets, the world turned upside down. Oh, the visuals in this part of the show were insane. There was a bit where they all span round, jumped onto the stage, and landed in spotlights. It was so cool. Love this song, such a great tune, and the melody is like, oh, insane. Right, let's go on to number 6. The opening song of the show, Alexander Hamilton. My goodness, is this an opening to a show? I think when I went to see it, they had, the bit where it goes, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? And the guy who played Hamilton went, Alexander Hamilton. And the audience literally just started clapping. And I was like, what? It's literally been 5 minutes into the show, and it's already had a showstopper halfway through the first song. I was like, whoa, okay. But I like this song. The rap is good. It's a good establishing song for the show, sets up what the show's all about, and it's such a good song. Right, we're gonna go on to number 5, which is My Shot, one of the most iconic songs in modern day musicals. Anyone who knows Hamilton will know My Shot. It's one of the most known songs from the show, and I love this song, and it's just so good, basically telling the audience that Hamilton is gonna do all that he can to make himself known, coming from a disadvantaged background, being an orphan. He's gonna make his way into the world. Next up at number 4 is Right Hand Man. This is such a good song, and when you see it in the show, it's so loud, the visuals are mind-blowing, the choreography is like boom. Basically this song is them just in the war, Hamilton now being George Washington's second, being his assistant, right-hand man. And it's just overall, it's a great song. I just love this song. Right, we're going to go on to number 3, top 3. Number 3 is Burn. This song gets me emotional every time I listen to it. It's Eliza's song where she's like, oh, will I ever forgive you? Actually, no, because I'm burning all the letters that, that are between us, confessing our love and how I feel about you because of this. And, oh, great song. Number 2 is Satisfied. So this song is Angelica Schuyler's song, basically saying that she was in love with Hamilton as well, and that she wanted him first, but she thought, no, I'm going to give him to Eliza because she loves him, and it's basically her saying, oh, I won't be satisfied because I can't have Hamilton. And it's a great song. The rap in that song is amazing. And number 1, my number 1 favourite song from Hamilton. If you've been keeping track and thinking, what song is number 1? It's The Election of 1800. Oh, this is a great song. I love it. It's got a bit of a reprise of Washington on Your Side. It's such a good song. The way you see it in the show is amazing. And I just love this song. The song basically is the election of 1800. They're all trying to get elected. Hamilton has lost Philip, and he's like, oh, I just need to back out of everything, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that is my Hamilton ranked. I know for my next video, I'm going to be ranking the musical. Bring It On! Because I like Bring It On, and it's hopefully coming next year on tour to my local theatre, so fingers crossed I get to go see it with Amber Davis as, what's her name? Campbell. Sorry, I really forgot her name then. Campbell. So fingers crossed I get to go see that, but I'm looking forward to that one. Until then, I have been Kieran Hart, ranking Hamilton the musical. Well, it's not really called Hamilton the musical, it's just called Hamilton. But I hope you enjoyed this series so far. I really am enjoying it. So have a great day, and I'll see you later.